My name is Chef James. I am a East Coast Philadelphia native. Go Eagles. I am the chef de cuisine here at Four Seasons Aviara. Seasons Restaurant is the culinary epicenter of the Four Seasons Aviara, and it's a farm-to-table concept where we really focus on the ingredients. I'm an ingredient-driven chef. It's really focused on showcasing the best local ingredients in San Diego. For example, the swordfish is caught less than 100 miles off the coast. It's sustainably caught, meaning it's not caught in a big trawler fishing vessel that puts nets on the bottom of the ocean. It's line caught. It's a really beautiful product coming in the back door. We have local tuna that's going to be on the menu that's caught the same way. And then when you talk about these great proteins we're bringing in, Brant beef, it's a local California farm. They're accompanied with vegetables that are grown right here in our backyard. We use specialty produce, and they do a fantastic job sourcing produce from local vendors, which are in about a day's drive or 250 miles of San Diego, if not San Diego itself. Coming back from quarantine, it was a really big challenge. First and foremost, Four Seasons did a great job introducing Lead with Care. Lead with Care is our enhanced health and safety program, where we really took a step back and said, how are we going to make, one, our staff safe, as well as the guests that we're inviting into our home. We really had to take a step back and say, okay, how can we still continue to produce a great product, but do it with all these new guidelines and regulations? For example, we are socially distancing in the kitchen. We have markers, designated areas where everybody can stand and prep and execute certain tasks, as well as saying, okay, let's make sure we're only getting deliveries this time or on this schedule. Just making sure that we're planning things out a little bit more diligently. And that's just from a standpoint of keeping everyone safe, not only our staff, our vendors that are coming and delivering this great product, but also the guests. Right out of the gates, when you come to Seasons or even Four Seasons Aviara, you're going to notice you're going to have your temperature screening right when you are upon arrival, and as well as digital menus when you're sitting at the restaurants. The restaurant itself, the tables are even more spaced out, so we're not operating at our maximum capacity, still socially distancing, as well as our staff. Our staff are, of course, going to be wearing PPE, from masks, gloves, aprons. With that said, it's still that trademark Four Seasons experience where service is foremost. Just because we're wearing gloves, just because we're wearing a mask, we still focus on the connection and making lasting memories for guests and our owners alike. The menu is still delicious, I'd like to say. With that said, I like to think that we are, because of COVID, even more focused on bringing in local ingredients and being sustainable. COVID presented a whole list of new challenges when you talk about being sustainable, using more, of course, paper products. But we took that a step further and say, if we have to use paper products, let's make sure they're compostable. And, we can put those in our composting bins with organic waste alike. Coming out of quarantine, we had to say, we really can't do this same experience the way we did before. Having a server enter a room and set up tables and come into close contact with the guests just isn't the best and wisest way to proceed. With that said, we pivoted and we launched a completely new experience for our room service called Prep. Prep is really, we took our in-villa dining menu and we transformed it and modified it so that all the items are better suited to travel in a takeout style package. And it's still a great experience. With that said, we have some cornerstones on the Prep menu. For example, our craft and crust pizza kit, where you have the opportunity to build your own pizza in your room and bake it in your villa. We have bake your own cookies, which you can do in the villas. And we also have, maybe my favorite, a s'mores kit, where you have the opportunity to sit around the fire with your family and friends and roast s'mores and tell some good stories, and maybe a little bit of spooky ones as well. So as we continue to navigate our way through this pandemic, we really look to still, again, make these memorable experiences for the guests. Traveling can be a stressful, and oftentimes you need a vacation from the vacation. We like to take that challenge head on. So making the most of your time, I think, is the one takeaway that everybody has come out of 2020 with. And that's our focus here. You know, dialing it back and saying, let's slow down. When you are dining, let's just take a breath and enjoy the moment. And that's what we're really focused on here.